Hey Epic Crafters! Welcome to the live stream of Epic Cardboard Props, the only channel that aims to teach you how to make mind-blowing props from movies and TV shows using only cardboard like these ones. I'm Raphael, I'm the owner of this channel. I'm the guy who makes all of this crazy stuff out of cardboard and paper, and so yeah, I'm very excited to be here today again to talk with you for this hour to talk about your props, because today is going to be a review prop session where I'm going to review your props that you post on Twitter. So the way it works, so I have to change something, just 1 second. The way it works, if you want to have your prop to be reviewed today, you have to post it on Twitter. You have to do three things actually, three single things. You have to post 3 pictures in one tweet on Twitter. You have to add me to the post with arrobas props epic, and you have to add very important, you have to add the hashtag review my prop in singular to the post. 3 things, 3 pictures on Twitter, review my props, hashtag review my prop, and add me to the post. And I think if you want to do that, you still have time, because I think I have just a couple of submissions so far. So if you want to submit your props now, it's very, very likely that I'm going to review your props during this live stream today. So don't hesitate to go to do that right now if you want to. If you want your props to be reviewed, I'm going to start, before starting the review prop session live stream, I'm going to do some shout out in the chat. I can see Sean Roger is there. Hey, thanks for stepping by, Sean Roger, and thanks for being a member of this channel as well. So he says he's working on Mondo chest and shoulders armor, looking good so far. Awesome, that's great. I would love, by the way, don't hesitate if you are working on one of my props, don't hesitate to reach out to me on Instagram and to send your pictures, even if it's not done, if it's a work in progress. I love seeing your stuff, and I'm always mind blown by the skills you have. And don't worry if you're not, don't worry. I'm not expecting to see something perfect. I know that we are all in a learning curve, and I know that I'm very used to do that kind of stuff. So I'm not expecting to see, the same level. But I love seeing your stuff. So don't hesitate to reach out to me on Instagram to send me your pictures of your work in progress, Sean. But that's awesome. I'm very happy to hear that. Okay, I can see in the chat Sunanda Momle say, what's your age? I'm 37. Big Red say, for some reason I'm not getting our community stuff, which I would have sent over some pics over my clone troopers armor made from cardboard. That's weird. That's very weird. You should, but, YouTube algorithm can be a little bit weird sometimes. So yeah, maybe you have to watch a little bit more videos. I don't know, because usually if you are active on a channel, YouTube tend to show the stuff from the community tab. So maybe you didn't click on the things in a while on my channel, which is, it happens sometimes. I know that there are a lot of YouTube channel to watch, so I'm not, I won't take them the wrong way, don't worry. But yeah, okay, I can say the Game Bros 11. I don't know what you are talking about with 11. I think you probably answer to someone else. Okay. Hi, Tsunami, Kirkland, Garrett. Hey, Garrett, good to see you here again, Garrett. Skylar, Sunadan, Moml, Kundan, Plawat, Drouf, Thakar, The Games Bros, Kanal, CEO Stark, Vicky, Sharma, Sunani, Momli, Mando. Okay, a lot of people are here. That's awesome. Hey, Macaulay, good to see you here again. Good morning for you, yeah, because for you, and I think for many of you, if you are in the if you are in America, I think it's going to be quite early in the morning for you, or maybe midday or something. Here it's 4 p.m. 4 p.m. Because I live in London. If you do not know that, I know that I have a very serious French accent, very annoying French accent, but actually I live in London. I've been living in London for about 3 years, more than even 4 years now. So it's I should be able to speak better, but in English. But yeah, I'm working on it. So okay. So Praxi Braya say, I have made the templates of space shuttles of my own. That's awesome. Good to see. Glad to hear that. Don't hesitate, as I said earlier, don't hesitate to send me your pictures on Instagram. I would love to see them. And by the way, if you're here for the prop review live stream session, don't go away. It's going to start. I'm going to start the review prop session real soon. I'm just, talking a little bit with you before that, because when I'm reviewing your props, it's difficult for me to find out, to find out. It's difficult for me to interact with you in the chat because, you know, I have my eyeballs on the props. So yeah, so stay here. It's going to start real soon. And okay, I made miniature Volvo bust. Awesome, that's great. Out of cardboard. I would love to see that. Hey, the main industries. Hey, good to see you here again. Okay, that's great. A lot of people already. So, who want me to start the Ruby Pop session right now? Or if you have, maybe you have questions, maybe you want to talk a little bit about something, that's the time. By the way, if you have questions, you can drop in the chat, especially now because, you know, I'm watching the chats at the moment. So if you have questions, drop them in the chat. Maybe we can, you know, all caps, hashtag question in front of it. That way I'll be able to see that right away more easily. Because after it's going to be a little bit difficult for me to see the questions. So don't hesitate to drop your questions right now if you have some. Okay, proxy. It's so detailed because I am making a smaller version. It will time my exam are also going on. Okay, that's cool. Awesome. I'm already thirsty. I have to drink a little bit already. Question: could you make an R2D2 from cardboard? It's plain, actually. It's on my to-do list, and yeah, I'm pretty sure. The only thing I'm just wondering about it is, I'm not sure I want to make it life size because it's quite, you know, it's not a difficult build, except about, you know, the details. There are a lot of details to create, but you know, it's not, the overall shape of it is quite simple. But so I was wondering maybe I can do, you know, a life size R2D2, but yeah, the problem with that is life size is quite big actually. I know that I do some big stuff on this channel, but that's always serious thing. You know, when I do big stuff, usually it takes me a while, like 2 months. I don't think it's going to take me 2 months to make the R2D2 even in real size, but yeah, it's so I will see. Maybe not in real size, you know. For example, like, you know, BB-8, I did BB-8. BB-8 is obviously, the BB-8 I made on this YouTube channel is obviously way smaller than the real one. Maybe I do one, maybe a little bigger than BB-8 because, you know, it's bigger in real life as well, so I have to scale a little bit the things. But yeah, I will see. I'm not sure about it, but it's very likely that I'll make it eventually. Hey Marcus Crash, good to see you here. Thanks for being a member of this channel as well. By the way, if you see someone who, you know, his name is in green, it's because he's a member of this channel, so it means he's supporting me by, you know, joining the channel, and, you know, he give a small amount of money to support the channel, and thanks to that, his access, you know, their access to the time-lapse videos of these tutorials, you know, which, because when I do this stuff, I do tutorials for you on this YouTube channel publicly, but I also record the entire process, the entire construction from start to finish, which take days, even weeks, and I record everything, and I do, you know, I make a very long time-lapse video that is available for the member of this channel. So thanks for being a member of this channel, Marcus Crash, and Sean as well, as I said earlier. Okay, so quick question. How does the cardboard take to paint? What paint do you suggest? Should I treat the cardboard prop with anything before I apply the paint? Yeah, so I don't paint my prop, so maybe I'm not the best person to answer to that question, but I have a little idea about how to do that. I think the best way to paint cardboard is by, if you can apply a primer first, you know, a primer, before applying the paint, it's going to be way more efficient to do that way. And as well, if you can apply a kind of, you know, molding plasters, that kind of stuff, before even applying the primer, you know, to smooth every surface out, is going to be way better. Because the problem with painting on cardboard is that cardboard reacts very badly to the paint. It tends to soak the paint, so you have to be careful with that. And as well, when you apply the paint at the end, try to apply 2 or 3 layers of paint instead of just one thick layer, because of that. And the problem with cardboard is that because you're not very able to make a perfect replica out of cardboard, even me, I'm not able to do that. When you paint your props, it's going to reveal all the imperfections of your props. That's the problem. That's why I don't do that, actually. Because even if your work very, very well on your props, it's not going to be perfect. So when you paint it, you're going to see a prop that is made with a lot of flaws, and you know, and the people that are going to see your props are going to be like, you know, yeah, it's great, but I've seen people made this prop way better than you, but they don't realize that it was made out of cardboard, which is a, you know, very difficult thing. So it's, for me, it's very important that you see that it's made out of cardboard when you're done with it. You know, that's why I don't do that. And you know, I know that's also a part. You know, most of you find me in the first place because you were able to see on the thumbnail of the videos, you know, the cardboard and the props that is made, you know, out of the same color of the cardboard. So you were like, yeah, it is really cardboard. I have to click on it to see if it is true, because you know it's very accurate, but it's, you know, I see that it's the same color, so it has to be of, you know, so it was compelling, so you click on it. So yeah, I think it's very important that to see that it's made out of cardboard. But yeah, if you want to paint it, go away. Don't hesitate to do that. Just my opinion. Okay, so I'm going to start the prop review session right now. I think, otherwise I won't have the time to do everyone. I don't know if I have a lot of new submissions already. I think I have 2 so far. I have always 2. So I have, yeah. So you have time. So if you want to, okay. So if you want to review your props, if you want your props to be reviewed, you have the way to do that is explained at the bottom of the screen. So you have to do 3 things. You have to post three pictures on Twitter of your props in one post. You have to add me to the post, and you have to add the hashtag review my prop in singular in the tweet. So that way I'll be able to review the prop. Otherwise I won't see it. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to review the first one, and after that I will return to the chat a little bit. So the first one that I'm going to review is from Maturan Aloysius, and he made the Thanos gauntlet. He did a very great work. I'm impressed. I've seen, you know, I had to have a look earlier, just before this live stream, when I had, you know, a look on the first one that I posted on that submitted their props on Twitter, and I was already mind blown. It's very well done, especially on the details. And I know that it's a difficult one, so, but yeah, it's very cool what you've done. You know, that's the most difficult part when you do something out of cardboard are the little things. When you do little things, you know, like this details here, you know, it seems like, you know, it's not that hard, but actually it is. And it's not that it's very hard. Actually, it's more like most people doesn't realize how time consuming can be to do these little details. I'm not saying that it's going to take you days, but it's just that, you know, people think that, you know, the gauntlet, the fingers, and are going to be the most time consuming thing, and they are quite time consuming. But you have to take into account that making the details is important, and you have to spend the fair amount of time working on this to have a great result. And he did that perfectly. You know, all of these little things. You know, this little cut here, I think he made them with his precision knife. You know, that's quickly done, but you have to take the time to make them, you know. And all of these little things, you know, the little dots, you know, he cut, you know, the small roller of paper, and he glued them on here to make the bolts, that kind of thing. So it's very accurate, very cool. I'm very impressed with this one. I feel like I'm watching mine, even better than mine, actually. I feel some parts are even better than the one I did, I think, I made. Like the details here, I think he totally nailed it. So yeah, very cool. That's very impressive. And there are love into this build, so I can see that you put some love into it, so that's very awesome. I really enjoy watching that kind of constructions. Yeah. Amazing. What do you think about it, guys? Let me know in the chat. What you think about these props. I just want to have your opinion about it. If you're here, even if it's the first time you're here, you know, you just maybe subscribe to the channel, or maybe you didn't, but you drop, you know, you ended up on my channel and you see that I was live streaming. Just let me know that you are here, that you are new, and let me know what you think about these props. Be nice, be kind, because, you know, it's we're all here to be nice between each other. And so you're French. Is that, yeah, Mathieu One, allez-y, merci. He says, thank you very much in French. So, merci beaucoup, il sait. So, je suis très impressionné avec le travail que tu as fait, Mathurin Aleusis. Très impressionnant. Très impressionnant. Ah, j'ai toujours des difficultés à repasser au français quand je parle en anglais. C'est très bizarre parce que j'ai un accent horrible. Mais so I just said to him that it's always difficult for me to switch to French when I was speaking in English. I don't know why. It's a weird stuff, weird connection that in my head that, when I switch in English, I feel like it is wrong to speak in French. In some level, I feel like it is wrong. So I switch even when I speak in French, I tend to put English word into my sentences, which is crazy. Super impressed. Prop the prop maker. I agree. Industry, c'est cool. Non, well, entièrement, c'est also. Made the sword using cardboard, bro. You inspired me. Well, okay, that's awesome. My colleague, say, Mathurin, your props. Yeah, it is your props, my colleague, because Mathurin Aleusis. So that's the same name. So it is him. So yeah. I don't know French. Yeah, so very well done. And by the way, let me know in the chat how long it took for you to make this gauntlet. I would love to know that. Okay. Do you know Adam Savage, Mando? Yeah, of course I know Adam Savage. I know him very well. I would love to do some collaborations with him someday, maybe. I think he heard about me a few weeks or months ago. I'm not sure about it, but I think he heard about it because it's a complicated thing. But on Instagram, I think I was tagged on Instagram on a post, and I think he commented about it, and yeah, so that's awesome. But I'm not totally sure about it. But yeah, I know him, and I love him. He's so great. And the funny thing is that I relate to him quite a lot because he's used to work a lot in the movie industry. That's my case as well. Of course, I didn't work on blockbuster as he did. I think he worked on very big things. I've been working in Paris a lot in feature film, commercial, and a lot of stuff as a steady camera operator, and now in London. But yeah, so I relate to that, because now I'm on YouTube and I do stuff with props. So yeah. Okay. I like it, yeah. So yeah, let me know. I didn't see a lot of people say, telling me, let me know what you think about it. I think he deserves it. Give him some love because that's very cool. And he's French. That's great. I'm not saying that because, you could think that I'm biased because I'm French. Actually, I'm not French. I'm Swiss. But, I used to say that I'm French because it's easier for everyone. Actually, I'm Swiss. But I've been working in Paris with, for 15 years, which is confusing as well. So, but yeah, but I'm not. So you could feel that I'm biased because, he's French. But actually, you just have to watch what he did. That's very cool. Very impressive. Okay. I like it. He works on a Star Wars. Yeah, I didn't know that. Okay, I didn't know that he was working on Star Wars, I think. Yeah, but that's awesome. Yeah, I love him, but, maybe if you are a big fan of Adam Savage, I think you can see that even if, I'm not a bit big, I don't know very well. I love his videos. I watch him once in a while, but, I can watch everything and, because I have a lot of stuff with my job on YouTube and everything. So, yeah, but yeah, I definitely love him. And I didn't know that he did work on Star Wars, which I feel like it is a shame that I didn't know that. I know Swedish. Okay, so I'm going to review the next one, and the next one is from Eric Alejandro. I think you have to pronounce the G as a R in your case, but I'm not sure. So Eric Alejandro, and so he made. I don't know what. Sorry, I have to do something before that because I forgot to give him a grade. Sorry about that. And if you have been there for a while, I think you know what kind of grade I'm going to give him, because that's very cool. And if anyone do better than you in this live stream, if no one do better than you in this live stream, you will end up in the community tab tomorrow as the highest grade of today, but you know, there is still time, so we'll see. But for now, you are in a good position for that. So congrats on that, and yeah, very cool, very impressive. And I think as well, I didn't see all the pictures. I think it was okay. So yeah, next time review of the Stormbreaker. Yeah, I would love to see that. Don't hesitate to my nose is scrunching. I don't know why. And I can be able to see that you used to do that kind of stuff. The Iron Man suit is quite impressive on the back, and I can feel like, you know, can see that you put a lot of effort into it. So yeah, that's impressive as well. Okay, so the next one I'm going to review is from Eric Alejandro, and so I don't know what you made. Props, review my prop. I don't know what it is. I'm sorry, I don't recognize it. So yeah, so I'm not gonna give you a grade on this one because I don't know what it is, and it's 3 different props. So that's not really in the rule. You know, you have to post 3 pictures of the same prop. That way, you know, I'm able to see different aspects of it, and that way I'm able to give my opinion. But that's not really the case here, and I don't know what it is as well. So which is not helping. So, but yeah, I think it's pretty cool work that you've done. I think you could have worked a little bit on the details, like, you know, hiding the corrugations, for instance, because that's the way I do stuff on my channel. But of course, I understand if you don't want to do that. But yeah, I would do that personally. But yeah, that's a cool work. That's a fair work. I think you have some skills, and yeah, don't hesitate to post your other stuff, and don't hesitate to post again maybe one of these with more pictures. You know, that way I'll be able to to see what it is, and maybe try, you know, just to let me know in the post what it is. You know, if it's that way, I'll be able to, you know, maybe to give you a better review on it. But yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Okay. Okay, so I have the industry and my friend. How are you? Okay, so yeah, so the main industry, the tweet. I will answer to that question, to your question after the live stream. But that's this page is for now. It's for the prop review session. Okay, so I'm going to have a look in the chat. And by the way, if you want to post your prop for review days time, I don't have more 2 reviews so far, which is quite rare. So you have an opportunity to post your props and to have it reviewed very quickly. So don't hesitate to do that. And so yeah, I'm going to have a look in the chat what is going on, and let me know in the chat if you have questions, maybe with an hashtag questions in front of it. And from, you know, while I'm doing that, I'm going to put one of the last one, you know, on the screen. King of cardboard. Thank you. Okay. Question: do you know Adam Savage? Ah, yeah, I already answered to that question earlier. It was so okay. So I'm not seeing a lot of questions in the chat. So if you have questions, let me know. Drop them in the chat. Just to you know, about anything else. Maybe you are working on one of my tutorial. Maybe you want me to do something. If you have requests, you can put them in the chat as well. But try to, you know, this live stream is for me to interact with you live. So if you have questions, just you can put them in. If you have requests, you can drum them in the chat. But just try to elaborate a little bit. You know, just don't leave your request like, you know, make this or make that, or can you make this or can you make that, because it's, you know, otherwise I would spend, because there are a lot of that already in the chat, so I would spend the entire live stream, you know, saying, you know, answer to that question, which is not really very interesting. So yeah. Should I submit the Stormbreaker now or next time? You can. Matthew Run this. Actually, I think you can submit it now if you want, because I surprisingly today I don't have a lot, So I authorize you to do that, because usually I don't do twice the same person, but just you have to. I don't know. You have to be aware that maybe I won't be able to give you the grade and do the same stuff, because it's not fair for the other ones. But yeah, I think do that. Do that. You can do that. Okay, so the next one I'm going to review is from the Fat Jedi. He says this took about 6 hours for the paint and weathering. The armor took about 12. Not done with the full set yet. Wouldn't let me post more pics, so I had to post separately, but they are all of the same. Okay, set armor. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So that's a very interesting work, and yeah, the proportion, which is quite kind of cool on your prop, is that you got the proportions quite well. But I think you could have spent a little bit more time, because you said on your post that it took you 6 hours for the paint and weathering. The armor took about 12. Okay, so not done yet. So you spent 12 hours on it. So that's not a lot. So for 12 hours, that's pretty cool actually. 12-hour work, I think it's very, very cool. But I think you have the skills to do way better. You just have to spend more time on it, I think, because that's kind of cool. The paint job is kind of is quite cool, but a lot of little details have been a little bit rushed. You rushed little things here and there, which is too bad, because I think you could have a very great result, and just by doing just by doing a couple of steps more on this, like here, this part should be smooth. This part should be way smoother. So maybe glue the pieces a little bit better on each other, and maybe with sandpaper it's very cheap. Just with a little bit of sandpaper, smooth all the edges. That kind of stuff. And that kind of thing, and maybe try to remove as much as glue as you can. The excess of glue is always going to be very visible at the end. I understand that, because it was a mistake that I did as well when I started this YouTube channel. The Million Falcon, for example, they have a lot of that. There is a lot of little glue remaining on the Million Falcon that I've made. That was the problem, because it was one of the first prop I've made for this YouTube channel. So yeah, but I think you could do that. You could just just spend a little bit more time on the details and the finishes everywhere to have a better result. Yeah. But otherwise, it's a very cool project, and yeah, you have the skills to do that very, very to do great things, I think. So don't hesitate to do that. And I'm going to give you a grade. I'm going to give you a B+, because that's a great word for just 12 hours plus the weathering, for just roughly 1.5 days of work, which is very cool. So nice. And don't hesitate to post your stuff again on this, during this live stream, maybe next week. And don't hesitate, to spend much more time on the details, the little thing, because that's the thing that you like a little bit on your helmet. You rush a little bit the whole construction a little bit, I think, a little bit too much. But yeah, that's cool. But you're right to tell me that you did that in 12 hours, because I think it's important. It's important in your case. It's relevant. Okay, so yeah, very cool work. So I'm going to have a look in the chat to see what is going on in the chat. Praxis, is it your helmet? So yeah, are you here in the chat, Praxis, or if it's you? Hey, I'm the Fat Jedi, and thanks for the criticism. I rushed it for a Comic-Con. Okay, and I'm still not done with the chest plate. Okay. So it's so you rushed it because you were on schedule for a Comic-Con, which is okay. completely understandable. So yeah, we'll definitely spend more time on the Mando armor. Yeah, okay. So yeah, but I mean, that's why I'm a little bit frustrating, because I'm able to see that you have the skills to do very great stuff, but you didn't made it. You didn't make them on this helmet. Because you watched it for Comic-Con, which I understand that. So yeah. But don't hesitate to send, the Mando, if you do the Mando armor, don't hesitate to send me your pictures of these props as well on Instagram or during this live stream if you want to. Not this live stream today, but one of the next one, because when you're done with it. And on Instagram as well, because I'm always open to see your stuff on Instagram. I love seeing your stuff on Instagram. And by the way, if you want to follow me on Instagram, you'll find me under the same name, Epic Cardboard Props. Actually, you can find me everywhere under the same name, Epic Cardboard Props, everywhere. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, everywhere. LinkedIn, even LinkedIn. I'm never on LinkedIn, but yeah, I have a profile on LinkedIn under Epic Cardboard Props as well. Okay, I'm going to drink a little bit. And yeah. Have you watched My Hero Academia? What do you mean? Okay. Okay. So that was great. I'm going to refresh the page to see if there is another one to review. Okay, I have another one from Mathuan Alusius. J'en ai un autre de Mathuan Alusius, who is French, qui est français. And that's the Stormbreaker. And gosh, you're good. You're very good at it. I feel like it's mine. Just 1 second. I'm going to show mine. I think it's even better than mine. I'm going to show mine. That way you'll be able to, to see next to it how it is close to mine. 1 second. So you won't be able to see the whole thing as you can see in his videos, but yeah, that's the same build. I'm impressed. I'm very impressed with this. That's the same thing. You did it perfectly. I'm so impressed, and I'm proud because you're French. I'm proud of you because So yeah, that's a great, very, very awesome build. Yeah, very cool. And is there more pictures of it? Qu'est-ce qui se passe? Ah, c'est possible? Non. Ah, comment on dit enfermer un chat dehors? I locked my cats on the balcony. Okay, very cool. Very cool. Even the details on the back, that's impressive. That's very impressive. You can see that? Well, let us know what you think, guys. Epic Crafters, I'm counting on you now because I need to know what you think about it. Let me know in the chat your thoughts about it, and yeah, because I feel like it's a very cool, very impressive rock you've done. And I think you did both of them at the same time, which is impressive. I don't know how long it took for you to do both of them, but yeah, very cool. So I'm not gonna give you a grade because I feel like it's not very fair, but because I already give you a grade, but I think I would give you the same grade that I gave earlier in this live stream. But yeah, that's I'm going to give you anyway because I've just said it. So so for me it's A plus 2. That's so impressive. Very cool. Very cool. You could work with me, dude. Okay. I think I haven't even seen all the pictures. Okay, so that's the same one. That's the same pictures. Okay, so that's very cool, very cool. So what do you think about it, guys? A big red amazing 10-10 for both builds. I agree. 2 weeks for 2 weeks. Okay, so you said that 2 weeks for both of them. So you spent 2 weeks for both of them. That's awesome, and that's very great that you said that live, because I'm always, people are always asking me how long it took me to make, these builds, and I'm always answering months, because when I did the Stormbreaker, it took me a month. Yes, a month. And when I did, when I made the Thanos Gauntlet, the same thing, a month, about a month. But for me, if it's long to make this thing, it's because I don't work from templates. I have to create everything from scratch. I have to record a tutorial video, and I have to record a tutorial. What, I have a red dot on my nose? I have to record a video, and I have to do everything, and I have to edit the video, which take me about a full week. So it's a very long process for me all the time. When I did the T-Rex, when I did this one, the T-Rex, when I did the T-Rex, it took me a month and a half to make this one. And after posting the video, the tutorial on my YouTube channel, 1 week after posting the tutorial on my YouTube channel, I was already receiving pictures from the people that have made it in a week. And most of them told me that it was the first time that they were making anything like this. It was pretty much the same for this one, actually. This one, I started to receive pictures about 2 weeks after posting the tutorial video. But this one took me 2 months and a half to create from scratch. But you have, what is very long for me to do is the templates. I have to figure out how to make every single things, how to make every curves of it, how to make, everything. And you don't have to do that. You just have to follow the steps of the tutorial, and you have to, to report the patterns, to transfer the patterns on your piece of cardboard, and that's it. Which is very, change everything. If I could work that way, it would be awesome. That being said, I found a couple of ways that are going to speed up everything, and actually they are already speeding up everything. I'm going to post my next tutorial video by Saturday, which is, if you know this channel, is quite astonishing, because the last one was about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks, a week and a half ago, or 2 weeks, something like this. And usually I post 1 tutorial a month, and the one after is already almost made as well. So I'll be able to post another one like 1 week or 2 weeks after this one. So yeah, so I'm about to speed up everything on this YouTube channel, which is awesome. I hope we're going to enjoy that. And if I'm able to do that, it's because I find a couple of ways using softwares and that kind of stuff to help me to create all of these things, which won't change a thing for you. Everything is going to stay pretty much the same, but yeah, you'll have like 2 times, maybe 3 times more tutorials on this YouTube channel, which is very cool for me anyway. Okay, how can somebody dislike this? Thank you. Yeah, I agree. Are you talking about the live stream, or are you talking about him? White Twitch. Okay, so you're talking about the stuff. Yeah, there are always people that want, you can't please everyone. Yeah, there are always people that dislike stuff, and that's life. You have to deal with it. I learned that on YouTube. You can't please everyone, and you have also weird people on YouTube. Sometimes, you have to deal with weird people sometimes on YouTube. I have one of my cats here. He's not afraid by my monsters, but il veut pas. 3 monsters. No, I made this one in month and a half, this one in 2 months and a half, and this one I made it in 2 weeks. No. But I should make a cat. My flatmate is always asking me to make a cat because she loves cats, and I hate cats, but no, that's not true. I love cats as well. But yeah, I should make a cat one day. But the problem is that I have to make a cat from a movie, so there is that. That's a difficult thing. A cat from a movie. There are a couple of movies, featuring cats, but yeah. And making a cat out of cardboard, I feel like it might be difficult. But that being said, I was able to make that out of cardboard, thanks to some of the techniques I found lately. Maybe a cat? Why not? We'll see. So yeah. Okay. So is there some new props to review today or not? So no props. So if you want to submit your props, go ahead right now. There is still time, but go do that right now, because in about 10 minutes I'll have to stop. No, more than 10 minutes. In about 20 minutes I'll have to stop with this live stream. So yeah, I'll have to drink a little bit. And okay, so I'm going to put the video input with the last one on the screen. And so yeah, very cool. Baby Yoda, yeah, Baby Yoda. How you make the templates? Praxis, that's a very serious topic. And actually, if I could answer that to that question, you know, in a few sentences during the live stream, I think you would have had this answered within my videos a while ago already. Making the templates are the biggest, are the most important work of all of these tutorial videos I've done. If I'm able to post tutorials that are 20 minutes long or 15 minutes long, it's because you have the templates. I don't have to explain everything during the tutorial videos, because if I had to do that, the videos would take something like 4 hours, 5 hours to explain with all measurements, all things. It will be a nightmare for you to follow, and no one will make these things, because it will be way too complicated. So the templates are the most difficult part of this channel. Actually, the videos are just the tip of the iceberg, if you want me to put that way. It doesn't make any sense what I've just said, but yeah, I think you get the point. So yeah, so I can't explain that, but basically, so far I was just using some pictures from the internet. I try to find some high quality pictures from Google. Sometimes I used to use a screenshot from the movies, and I still doing that now. But as I said earlier in this live stream, I find a couple of ways to help me to speed up everything, and so now I'm using some software to do that. But actually, the first one I used to make to do that, using this software, was Baby Yoda. Before that, I did everything using just pictures, my brain, hand, and no software, nothing, which was very difficult, and it's still difficult. But now I use software, so I could explain a little bit faster how to do that with software, but it's not going to be a piece of cake. You know what I mean? It's going to be very, you have to know what you do. Now I'm starting to use software like Blender, Illustrator. That's very difficult software that you have to learn. That if you have to learn how to use this software for you to make your props, I think you won't do that. So I can explain that maybe in the videos, how I do that in Blender and software. I'm starting to do my stuff now using this software, and as well Fusion, Slicer for Fusion 360 I use as well, Mesh Mixer. But all of this software, I had to learn how to use them. Because the way I do stuff on this YouTube channel, there is no just one software to do that, because there are, cardboard is the trickiest thing, tricky material to use to make props. So I have to use many software, which is very difficult, very complicated. Okay. Been waiting for the DeLorean for over a year. Yeah, me too. Actually, the DeLorean is one of the prop I was planning to make. It's one of the props I wanted to make almost since the beginning of this YouTube channel. So you were waiting for it for a year. I've been waiting for it for about 3 years, because this channel, not 3 years, 2 years and a half. The problem is with this one is that it's a tricky one. When you do something that is as detailed as that, and I realized that when I did the Mineral Falcon, and a couple of things on this YouTube channel, when you do something that is meant to be big, something that is usually in real life really big, and you made it in a very small scale, you have to add a lot of details on it to make it, credible, to make a great prop out of that. So that's very time consuming to do that, and that's very tricky to do, and that's very tricky to explain into tutorial for you to make your own, because you will have to You know, you have to do this tutorial too. You have to do these details too on your props. So it's still on my to-do list, and I'm sure I'll be able to make it at some point. And you know, once in a while, I'm thinking about it, and I find more efficient ways. But now, you know, with the software that I found, and you know, I might be able to make it soon now, because you know it might be easier for me to make this to make it now. So yeah, but I have to make it because I'm a big fan of Back to the Future. I don't know you, but I'm a big fan of the trilogy. By the way, let me know in the chat if you're a big fan as well of Back to the Future. Just drop an big fan, hashtag big fan on the chat, just to let me know if you're a big fan of Back to the Future, as I am, because I love this trilogy. Maybe if you're young, it's not really your thing, because it's quite a whole trilogy. It's quite old. Yeah, it's old trilogy, but yeah. I was Lajel Lego before, if you remember. Yeah, I remember you. I remember you, Lajel Lego, of course. Big fan, yeah. Bécoric, c'est big fan. Arjun Verma, c'est big fan. Skylar, c'est big fan. Yeah, that's awesome. It's all my childhood. I love the old trilogy, and yeah, the production. And it's produced by Steven Spielberg. It's not directed by him, but yeah, so Spielberg is behind it as well. So it's, you know, that's awesome. And Robert Zemeckis, of course, which is one of the best directors of his time. Big fan. Cameron has said big fan. Okay, big fan. I remember being these streams over a year ago. Yeah, yeah, that's true. Okay, yeah, that's awesome. I'm going to have a look to see if there is another one to review today. I think there is there are not a lot of submissions today. That's surprising. Usually there is more than that. So yeah. Okay. The main industry and sent you on Twitter. Please see. Yeah, but you didn't send pictures of your props. You send the main industry. There is no pictures of your props. You just read something, which is not the goal of this live stream. I'm not reading your stuff, you know, just to reading your stuff while I'm live. I'm here to review your props. That's the goal. That's the purpose of this live stream. So if you don't post pictures of your props, you know, that's not gonna work. Okay. Yeah, Makerlick is right. Did you add props epic and review my props in the, because you have to add this thing, because I'm looking for the hashtag review my prop. So if you didn't add the review my props, I won't see it. Or I'll have to, you know, I have to look in for it and everything. It's not gonna happen, because otherwise I would have, you know, the old live stream I will be looking for the the tweet, which is a nonsense. So you have to add the hashtag on it for me to be able to see it. What will you do when you wake up in the morning and see 1 million subs? What will you do? I don't know. I think I would go crazy. I think I would go mad. I wouldn't. I think, first of all, I think I wouldn't believe it, you know, because 1 million would be very weird. Maybe I would think it's a glitch, you know, because it's that kind of thing doesn't happen usually. Yeah, but I would go mad, because that would be so cool. And maybe I will one day, you know. You never know on YouTube. It might happen tomorrow. You never know on YouTube. I don't mean, you know, 1 million subscribers in a night, but you know, it might happen that, you know, everything speed up very quickly at some point. It happens a lot on YouTube. And my English is terrible at the moment. I'm sorry about that, guys. Okay. I actually just sent another tweet with more image, because there were 2 more I wanted to send. I'm going to see that, because there is a lot of submissions today, so I'm going to watch that. But I'm not able to see. You didn't add maybe the hashtag on it, so you have to add me to the post, and you have to add the hashtag review my prop on it if you want me to see it. Okay. So don't hesitate. As I said earlier, if you have questions about a thing, if you're working on one of my tutorial, or maybe if you are working on something else out of cardboard, but you have questions and you don't know how to do some stuff, don't hesitate to let me know in the chat. I'm here to answer your questions as well. So if you have questions, drop them in the chat. I'd love to answer your questions. And if you have requests, you can put them in the chat as well. But just keep in mind that I'm here to talk with you guys, to interact with you. So just don't request props only. You know, just don't just drop, you know, make this or make that, or can you make this. Just, you know, try to elaborate a little bit, you know, because it's a discussions. It's a discussion. Yes, domain industry, it is possible. A lot of people made it already. A lot of people did it already. Hey! They are crazy. My cats are crazy. Can see my hand. I can see my hand post now. He had it. Props epic. Oh, okay. Thank you, Mechanic. I'm going to refresh the page. I don't see it. That's weird. Did you add it in singular? Because I'm not able to see that. My props. Sometimes people put it in. Okay. So I'm not seeing you, but I'm seeing someone else. The Fat Jedi who posts more pictures of his prop that I reviewed earlier. But I already reviewed props with the deal is 3 pictures of your props, or 3 or 4 pictures. But if you post multiple, you know, posts, I'm not gonna watch everything. But yeah, okay. I'm not gonna give you a grade for everything, but I'm gonna have a look on it. Okay. Kind of cool. Very cool. Okay. So the main industry, I don't know where you post it, and I don't know, Mechanic. How did you see most unusual? Sorry, Mahan. Okay. I don't know, Mechanic. Where did you see? Because I'm not able to see the his post. Don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why. That's weird. I have another one. No, that's another one. That's a world one. Okay. So I don't have another one. Okay, so I'm gonna have to have a look in the chat to see what is going on. As I said earlier, if you have questions, put them in the chat for me to answer your question. Praxis Baya question: what is the easiest way to get cardboard paper? Actually, the easiest way to get cardboard paper for me is from Amazon. I get most of the cardboard paper. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a? Yeah, actually, the most easiest way, the easiest way for me to, you know, to get the paper. Actually, I get most of my cardboard paper from Amazon. You know, because within the package you have paper that is there to you know, to protect the stuff you order from Amazon. So I get most of my paper from Amazon. But I have to be honest, I buy some of them on Amazon as well. I buy the brown paper. The brown paper I used usually from Amazon is from Amazon too, but I buy it. Not all of this, because I receive brown paper sometimes to time from Amazon within the package, but most of the time it's the paper is gray. So hein? Le papier?
Ah, le papier.
Yeah. So yeah, so the brown paper usually from everything comes from Amazon always, because that's the best way to you know, to have stuff here in London, and because I order quite a lot of stuff on Amazon, you know, not a lot, but you know, in a regular basis. So yeah, I receive a lot of paper, but especially the grey paper. Grey paper, all the grey paper I use to make my props is from the boxes. You know, I find them within the boxes to protect the stuff. And the brown paper sometimes as well, but most of the time it's grey. So I bought a small amount of brown paper from Amazon as well. And you have, by the way, you have the link of this paper in the description box below the tutorial videos. And you have also the link to buy the grey paper if you don't get grey paper. And you can also buy cardboard from Amazon if you want to. It's not really expensive. It's a little bit annoying to have to buy cardboard because, you know, usually it's free. But if you want and if you have to, you know, to buy paper, you can as well buy paper from Amazon, cardboard and paper from Amazon. But if you don't want to buy cardboard or paper from Amazon, especially cardboard, you still can ask to your local store. Actually, I used to say that a lot because some people ask me where I find my cardboard. As I said, most of my cardboard come from Amazon, but you can as well ask to your local store. I know that at the moment with this, you know, the situations and everything is a little bit difficult, but if you're polite, you know, and you ask to your local store, usually they are more than happy to have someone that want to get rid of their cardboard for them because that's the work they have to do. You know, they have to.
No, they don't. They need to ask them. They drop all the cardboards in front of the stores around 5 o'clock when they close.
Yeah. Some cardboard drawers just them, but most of them they have to. It's the work that they have to do. So if you ask nicely, you know, to have the cardboard, usually they are more than happy to give you the cardboard they have. So yeah. Just began making Mandalorian wrist gauntlet. Awesome, that's great. How is the build going? Is the build going? Yes, I think it's correct. Let me know in the chat, and yeah. Okay. That's how I get cardboard. Awesome, that's why I made Twitter too. Okay. I'm not seeing a lot of questions today. And let me know in the chat what are you watching at the moment on TV, on Netflix or elsewhere? Because at the moment I'm watching a very interesting show which is Black Summer. I don't know if you know that. It's very violent. If you don't know that, it's a kind of zombie shows that is very brutal. You know, it's not like the usual zombie that are like this. That's like, you know, zombie that's run, and when you just have one zombie, it's a nightmare because just one is able to run, jump on everything, and when you are beaten, you know, you turn into a zombie in a couple of minutes, which is a nightmare. So the Black Summer series on Netflix, I recommend you. It's a very realistic style. You know, there is not a lot of music. There are a lot of sequences into it. You know, with a long shot and everything. That's very impressive. Very well done. I'm impressed with that. But what are you watching on Netflix or elsewhere? The Bad Batch. I have to have a look on Bad Batch, I think, because I hear a lot of it. I'm not really a big fan of animated, you know, things, cartoonish things, even if it's a big thing, because I feel, you know, I need to have the sensations, that the feeling that it's real. You know, I need to see real actors with real things. I don't know, but it's difficult. I feel like it's for children. You know, I know that most of them are not. Most of these shows are not for children at all. Especially that kind of big shows, even if it's animated or, you know, cartoonish, but yeah, it's difficult. But I have to have a look, I think. Absolutely. I make a marshmallow helmet with cardboard. That's cool. Yeah, Mechanic is right. No spam. Okay. So yeah. So I'm gonna wrap this live stream up nicely because you know, it's been about 1 hour. I didn't have a lot of submissions today for the prop, for, you know, to review the props. A little bit disappointed, I have to say. So next time I hope I'll be able to see more of that. I used to say a lot more usually. I used to see a lot more props during my live stream usually. And so yeah, and I'm sorry for my bad English. I'm sorry if you had some trouble to understand me. I'm working on it, you know, and this live stream are a part of it, you know. That helped me to speak more, you know, to talk more in English, to speak more in English, which helps a little bit. And so yeah, and so it was a great live stream. I hope you enjoy the live stream as well. And so yeah, and if you don't hesitate to, if you just jump into the live stream, don't worry, I go live every Wednesday at 11 a.m. Eastern time on Wednesday, every week. Sometimes I do just Q&A session, but most of the time I do prop review session like this one. And so yeah, so if you did not have the time, or you want to submit your props, don't hesitate to do that for next week. Don't post your props right now though, because it's not really open, but post your props on Wednesday, or I start to receive I open the submissions usually the day before, which is Tuesday. So don't hesitate to post your submission on Tuesday next week if you want to do that next week. I want to say bye to some people in the chat, to say thanks to the people that were there during the live stream. Affinity Gamer is there. It's my birthday today. Hey, happy birthday, Affinity Gamer. That's awesome. Okay, Affinity Gamer, main industry, say hi. Okay, Mondo. Okay, so I'm gonna wrap this live stream up. I'd like to thank Makerolic for moderating this live stream again. He did a very an awesome work as usual. He interacts with everyone. He knows me very well and the stuff I do here. So that's great. I'm so glad to have you here every week. Even if you're not, I don't, it's not an obligation, but I'm very glad that you jump into the live stream every single week so far. It's been, I think, 2 months, 3 months maybe you've been doing that, so that's awesome. And so yeah. And don't hesitate to drop the link of your YouTube channel as usual. I know that if you've been there, you know his channel already, but if you're new here, you have to see his channel. He's doing a lot of stuff. He's doing interview with cosplayer. He's making stuff out of cardboard, like me. As well, and he's very skilled guy, so don't hesitate to have a look on his channel as well, and subscribe if you like what he does, because he is very good at it. So okay, so thanks, my pleasure, and thank you everyone for watching. Yeah, no spam. See you all crafter tomorrow. So yeah, so don't hesitate to, everyone who is still there now, don't hesitate to click on his channel and subscribe if you like what you see, because he deserves this, and give him some love, because he's very cool. And as well, don't hesitate to have a look in the description box below. I'm doing, at the moment, you can see that at the bottom of this of the screen. At the moment, I'm doing a new discount on my templates. For those that's been there for a while, you'll be a bit disappointed about something, because I had to higher up some of the price of my props, templates prop, because I figured out that I was pretty much the only one serious YouTuber that I was selling them as cheap as they were, and I need to grow this YouTube channel. I don't hide the price for me to be able to to buy stuff. I do that for my YouTube channel. When you buy for the stuff, to buy the templates, that helps me to grow this channel, to make more of these things. That's the whole purpose of this. Otherwise they were free. And I realized that I was pretty much all of my competitors charge way more than me, and so I was like, it's not fair. I shouldn't do that. So I did that, but there is a reduction. Discount if you want to. There is 20% off if you buy two props templates, so don't hesitate to check that out in the description box below. And so yeah, I hope you enjoyed the live stream, and I hope I'll be able to see you next week. Have a great week, stay safe, and don't forget, there is something awesome in your cardboard boxes. See you next time, guys. See you. Bye everyone. Bye.